Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to a new video at Beyond the Cloud. Today, we are delving into the world of infrastructure as code with Terraform. In this video, we will guide you through the process of deploying an Amazon RDS or Relational Database Service instance using Terraform. But that's not all. We will also ensure the security of the sensitive database credentials by leveraging AWS Secrets Manager, all within the Terraform framework. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a solid grasp on how to efficiently provision RDS instances and manage secrets securely using AWS Terraform. So let's dive in. Again, if you are new to this channel, kindly like, share, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't like. I will try to make some recommended videos from you guys if you have any. So sit tight and enjoy.
So, as I said, we will be discussing today how to deploy an AWS RDS instance with the help of Terraform. It's not only RDS instance that we will be deploying. We will also deploy a secrets manager with this Terraform. The secrets manager will hold the AWS RDS database admin user ID and password for that. So we will first deploy the secrets manager, and upon completion of the secrets manager, we will deploy the RDS. And while we deploy the RDS, it will collect the the secret string of the database to connect to the database from the secrets manager. So this is a good practice not to provide or not to give the user ID and password directly in your code. Always, this is not recommended at all. Rather, you put that into a secrets manager or parameter stored of AWS anywhere, and then you call that secrets manager secrets in your code to refer to deploy your RDS database. That's what we will do. This is what an enterprise applications does. Actually, keep the secrets in a secret location just to grab the secrets later to deploy the RDS instance or anything else. So this session or this demo will be a practical one where I will be developing the code in Terraform, and I will be discussing the each and every line of it with you, and then I will deploy it and I will show you that how a database instance looks like after deploying with Terraform. Then we will connect it with our MySQL client as well. So you can install MySQL client in your machine, or you can install MySQL Workbench in your machine and connect to the SQL instance. But I will do it with this thin client here, MySQL, from command line argument. So that will be very easy. So let's go and start the demo. So as I said, we will be using Terraform to deploy this DB instance. So first of all, I have created couple of files. That's not much, but couple of files like this main.tf, provider.tf, terraform.tf verse what it does, and then bats.tf. So there is nothing much that I have created, but just to be on a starting purpose, I have created that. If you want to follow along, just create the files one by one while I will be explaining the files, and then you can just follow along and do the coding. Or I will give the code base link in my description box, which is a public repository, and you can just download the and grab the code and just do Terraform apply, and that's it. So first of all, we will do Terraform. What is the provider? Or we have to set up a provider for Terraform. So if you don't know about Terraform and how it works, what is provider, what is Terraform state, I have done a detailed explaining video for Terraform. Please go ahead and check that. And we have deployed couple of resources with Terraform, and I think it will be helpful for you before coming into this video directly, so that you will be getting a bit understanding of what is a provider, how to initialize the provider, and how to declare the provider. Anyway, to so the provider is something that we are asking Terraform that, hey Terraform, I need this provider to this is my provider. Suppose Amazon is my provider, AWS is my provider. So you need to go to AWS repository and give me or fetch the code according to that, or transform your code according to that. Now, if you give the provider as Azure, then Terraform will refer to Azure repository, and it will compile, or if it will give, or it will validate, or if it will apply the code accordingly to Azure. Similarly, this is for GCP. So I am saying that, yeah, Terraform, this is a provider block that you have to define a provider block like this. And in Terraform, all is in this parenthesis. So the required provider is AWS. The source that is there, or the source from where it will take the provider, is this is the library location, that is the HashiCorp slash AWS. If it is Azure, then it will be HashiCorp slash Azure. Then the version of the provider that I it must be greater than 4.16. The latest version might be, and the required version, and this is the required version. So the required version is something that you tell that this is the required version of the Terraform that I want to use. So these two are not same. So this is for the provider version, and this is for the Terraform version. I will be using 1.2 as of now. And for this provider, this is what I said, that the provider I will be using AWS provider, and the region is something that we can pass it along with variable. So I have given it like var.aws, and this var somewhere I have to define, that I have discussed here. I will show you where I have defined, and this AWS region is I am passing from the variable. Now let's go to variable vars.tf file, and in the vars.tf you will see that I have I have given couple of variables like the AWS region. This is the region variable. The type is string, and the default is US East 1. You can also follow me along in US East 1, or if you have a preferred region like Frankfurt, Ireland, Mumbai, or whatever, you can also give that particular region here. Now, couple of variable that I have given here is the DB password and DB username. As I said, that this one I have to declare here because we will get the DB password and DB username from a module of Secrets Manager to a module of RDS. So what is module and how to pass a variable between modules, that also I have discussed in my previous video of Terraform. Please refer to that. So we have to declare a variable for that, just to hold just to hold the string, or just to hold the value for the variable when it's coming from other modules. So this is why I have given this DB password and DB username. You see here there is no default value, because after we deploy the entire code, it will be coming from directly from the Secrets Manager, not from our code base. So, and the description of the DB password is the database administrative password. Type is string, and sensitive is true. Sensitive means it will not, if you set this sensitive as true, then this password will not be shown in your console itself, or the deployment command line itself. So this, if you are dealing with any kind of password, this is always recommended to do it is sensitive true. And for DB username, this is very simple. The description and the type is string. Now we have done the provider and the variable. Now it's time for do the main.tf. In main.tf, what we are doing, there are two modules that we have defined. One is the Secrets Manager that we will do first, and then the module is RDS. Yeah, so the Secrets Manager module is somewhere, the source is referring to the Secrets Manager. Here the folder is currently empty because I will develop it along with you guys, and the DB password is something that is coming from the variable. There is something called Terraform TF verse. So as you see that we have not provided any kind of string here, default string here for DB username or DB password. So when you will do Terraform apply, so then Terraform will ask you, hey, I have not found any default value for DB password or DB username. So what is the value that you want to provide? It will ask you in the console. But if you don't want to give that into the console, if you already want to provide that inside the Terraform or inside the code itself, you can do it with the Terraform variables, terraform.tfverse in this file. So the DB username is admin and DB password is apple123. So it will not ask you every time when you deploy that what is the DB ID or password. Rather, you do it here, and Terraform will automatically get the DB username and password according to your variables set. Now, one recommendation is that do not push this part of or Terraform.tf words ever to your GitLab repository or GitHub repository or anywhere in your central repository, because this is very sensitive information that we are dealing here. Sometimes it is username, sometimes it is password. So these are very sensitive information. Do not commit this file to GitHub. So when you will when you will create the git ignore file, always recommended to give this tfvars file inside this git ignore so that it will not push the code, this tfvars code to your GitLab repository. uh, 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 GitHub is kind of very advanced right now, so when you create an empty repository in GitHub, it will always ask you that there, if any git ignore file you want to create, you can always select Terraform there, and the git ignore file always consists of this tfvars, so that it is not pushed along with your other files to GitHub repository. Okay, that's it. Now, if I go back to main where we will deploy the secrets manager first, we see that the module RDS is also there. So, but this is not required currently. So, what I will do, I will comment it. You can do multi-comment as well, but I like this one. So, I will comment the RDS database first. Rather, I will create the secrets manager module. So, for secrets manager module, I will go to this secrets manager. Then I have to create one secrets manager module or secrets manager file for that. So let's create the secrets manager file. Now you see I have created one file, so you can create it with right click, new, and then file, then name it with secrets manager.tf, and another one I have to create as vats.tf. So what is there in secrets manager.tf? So so I am creating one resource which is AWS secrets manager secret. So I am creating one secret which is db password secret, and it will, the name of the secret is dev mysql password. So this is the this is where my password will be stored, and I have to create one secret version for that. So this db password version, and the version is the secret id that I will be taking from my secrets manager. Here AWS secrets manager secret, then the db password I'm referring here, and then the id. So this is the version, that is my actual secret, the secret id, and the secret string, this will come from the variable db password. And I have defined another vats.tf inside the secrets manager just to hold the db password string. So this is my secrets manager. So I am creating one secrets manager secret and the secrets manager version just to get the secrets manager from this resource. Now this my secrets manager is done. So if you go to main.tf, you see here this is actually referring to the module secrets manager. It will go here inside this folder, and it will find the secrets manager .tf file, and it will create a db password secret within my AWS account. Now if you now it's time to apply these changes. So if you go here in the command line argument, so first of all you have to do AWS configure. So I hope you know this. You Here you have to give the secret id, access id, and the secret id, and the region name, and that's it, the default region name. And then we are set. So first of all, when you were inside this Terraform, or when you first time run this Terraform just to apply or deploy some changes, if you had not done previously, so first of all you have to do Terraform init or initialize your Terraform. This will communicate with Terraform server, and it will download all the required things for the provider that you have provided. Right now it is for AWS, so it will download all the required things for AWS when you do Terraform init. So I have to do Terraform init. So when I will do Terraform init, it will initialize the backend, it will initialize the module as well. So one important thing is that whenever you create a new module, the one that we will be creating one RDS, one new module here, this will create a new module. Then also we have to do initialization. So right now if you see initializing the backend, it has been initialized, and the module, the secrets manager module has been initialized. So it has found that, yeah, I have to create one new module, then this is the secrets manager module that I have to create, and then let's initialize that. The backend is something that it will set here, this Terraform this Terraform tf state. So it will, whenever you will do Terraform applies, and then it will add the Terraform state of your local and the remote server in a file that is called terraform.tf states. The state file will be initialized as well. We have not given any explicit backend here, but you can give the explicit backend there, having a S3 bucket and a DynamoDB table as a backend. I have done that in my previous video. Refer to that if you want to learn more about the Terraform initialization and remote backend. That is a very ideal scenario, or that is a very good thing to do in an enterprise application. Anyway, we see that the Terraform has been successfully initialized. So I will clear the screen. Then there is another command which is called Terraform validate. So this validate command will validate your code base and your Terraform file, that if there is any misconfiguration you have done or not. And if you have done that, then it will also show you that. Apart from that, the validate is when you do Terraform plan, it will automatically validate your file, but it's good to do that. Anyway, so I will do Terraform validate explicitly here, just to see if there is anything missing or I have done any misconfiguration here or not. So let's wait for some time. Now I see that the validation is complete, and it shows me that success, the configuration is valid. Apart from that, there is another command you can do, Terraform fmt. This will format your file, that it has been formatted, the main.tf and vars.tf. There might be some misconfiguration. Yes, the not misconfiguration, the indentation was not valid, like like you see here. This equal sign and this equal sign are not in same same column or same series, so it has indented in a proper way, like this one and vars.tf. I hope not this one. I don't know which one it has done. Maybe this one it has done. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, this one it has done the indentation as well. So anyway, this fmt is something like, yeah, if you want to have your code look more beautiful, then fmt is good. Anyway, so we are done. We have done initialization, we have done validation, we have done formatting, and then the actual part is Terraform plan. Let's plan. Let's see what Terraform plan does for us. It will generate a plan, like what it will deploy in our infrastructure. So we see that there are two things to add. One is the Secrets Manager DB version, and another one is the Secrets Manager DB password itself. There are two things I wanted to show you after apply. So you see here, the ID, the name is dev mysql password, and the this is where my password will be saved. And yeah, this one, the secret string, you see sensitive value. The secret string, it will take from the tf vars variable, but as I have declared it as sensitive, it will not show it in the console. Now the time is to do Terraform apply. So when you do Terraform apply, it will ask you if you really want to apply it. It will show you again the plan. There is another option that approval is always yes. You can also set that, but this is also fine. So I will do it as yes, that yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's apply. So it will apply, or it will give the it will create the secrets manager in my AWS account. Now you see that the ARN of my secrets manager is given. This is my ARN of my secrets manager. Now let's go to the AWS console and let's see how it has created, or what it has created. I'm inside my AWS console and go to secrets manager. If I go to secrets manager, in US East 1 North Virginia region, I see that the secrets manager, this name is created, dev mysql password. And if I go inside of it, uh, I see there is the secret value, rotation information, everything is there. The rotation, I hope it is there is nothing I have given. The version that I have created, the one that I have created, this is the current version. And if I go again, the overview and the secret value is this, the one Apple 123. So this is one that I have given in my TF word. So it did not ask me while applying or the planning of my applying of my Terraform, because I have already given it in TF word, so it took it from there. Anyway, this is the password that I have given now, dev mysql password. Now I see that the secrets manager secrets, or my database password, has been set. Now it's time to create the RDS and refer to this particular secret string in my RDS. So to create the RDS again, what we will do, we will go to the main.tf and we will uncomment this one as well. Okay, so we see that we have one module, RDS database. The source of the module is referring from this RDS folder, this one, and we have to create some resource there, and the database username is the variable database username that is coming from the variable. This is fine. This now, first of all, go to this RDS folder and create the RDS Terraform there. Now you see here I have created two files. One is data b. I have given the name as datab.tf. So here if you open it, so it has this resource here. It is creating the database of RDS database instance. This one I will come later, the data block, and it has also one variable. The variables is db username. To make it very simple, I have given the db username directly from the variable. You can also set the username inside this secrets manager secret. But to keep it very simple, I have just referred this database username from the variable, that I will give it from the tf file. So this variable is something that you have to declare here in the db username, just to refer it from your RDS database. Anyway, so the resource section is where I will declare, or I have declared, the db instance, and the database name is kind of default. You can change the database name to whatever you want. The allocated storage is 10 GB, and the database name is my database. Engine is MySQL. Engine version is 5.7. Instance cluster is something here. Username and the password, I will come to this one here later. And the parameter group name is the default MySQL 5.7. Snapshot, I don't want it, and publicly accessible I have given true. Why? Because I will also connect to this MySQL instance from my local command line argument. In the production environment, do not ever make the database as publicly accessible. Always make it in privately. And if you want to access the database instance privately, you do a bastion host and access the database privately. But just to make it simple, I have given this public accessibility as true, just to show you if that works. Anyway, coming to the main part of data block. So the data block is something that when you define a data block, so the data block refers to something that has already been there in AWS. You are referring to the resources from there. So we have, if you remember, or we have just done in step 1, the secrets manager, we have deployed secrets manager with Terraform. Now we are referring to the secrets manager with our data block, and in the data block we have to give the actual secrets manager name, that is the db password. Now if you go to secrets manager, you see that we have created one resource called db password. Now we want to refer it, try to get the data out of it. So you have to define here a data block with the same name, db password, and the name of the database is dev mysql password. This is what we have defined, dev mysql password. And another one is the secret manager version that we are referring, that I have shown you in the console. If you go back to console and go inside and then go version, this is the latest AWS current version, and I will refer to this one. And this is also, we have to do it with data AWS secrets manager secret and then db password version, and it will take the secret id. This is the id, and this secret id is actually, this is the version id, actually holds at your secret. So this is what I have referred here, and db password and then the id. Those, so the secret id is AWS secrets manager secret, this one, and the db password, this one, and its id. So this is the version actually holds, and I have referred to this secrets manager version, db password version, in the password itself. So in password I am referring to this data block, and in the data block we have AWS secrets manager secret version, then the db password version, and the secret string out of it, which will come from this data block. So this data block has been referred to as a password in my Terraform. So you see how I am referring. So I have deployed one secrets manager secret first step, and then I am referring to the secret in my RDS instance creation process with the data block. Data block is very important and very useful in Terraform when you try to refer something. Suppose you want to deploy a VPC in your Terraform, and you don't know how many subnets are there, and you want to deploy each and every one instance per subnet. So you take the data block, you refer to the data block, take the subnet from the VPC, and then deploy EC2 instance in each and every subnet. with a for loop. So Terraform has built up on for loop from version 1.2 or some version 1.2, and this is very much useful. So this is just an example of data block, how it works. And this is the same thing, the data block that we have used just to get the secrets out of the secrets manager. Very simple, right? So as we have deployed one new module, so what we have to do, we have to again initialize the Terraform. Now let's initialize the Terraform again. So if you do Terraform init, so you see here it will be initializing one backend, initializing module RDS database. So it has initialized the RDS database module. So the my module is been initialized. Now if I go to module here, you will see there's in the modules.json, you see two modules. One is RDS database module and another one is the secrets manager. So my two modules has been initialized. Anyway, and then we can do Terraform validate. It will take some time, and we see the configuration is valid. Now we will do Terraform fmt. It will format the main.tf. We see that this indentation is now correct, and then we will do Terraform plan. It will show me what it is going to deploy. One is one to add, I hope. Yeah, this one to add, this is the RDS instance, and you see here the DB name is mydb engine, and everything is there. And I just wanted to check the admin. Yeah, the username is the one admin, and let's see if the password is there. The password is sensitive value, it does not show here because it is keeping in the secrets manager, and I don't want to show it, so it is sensitive. Anyway, so I will do Terraform apply. It will ask me for a confirmation, and I will do yes. Now, whenever we will create a RDS instance anywhere with a Terraform, with CDK, it takes some time. So I will pause this video and I will come back when the database instance is fully up and running. Well, now we see that the apply complete. After 5 minutes, the database RDS has been instantiated, and the database has been created. And it has also given the ID of the database here. I have not given any ID for the database. You can give the database name or database ID, whatever you want. Now let's go to this console and check the RDS part. If I go to RDS, and then database, I see my database instance is there and it is the available status, and we see that the publicly accessibility is true. So that means we will be able to access the database from our local. But before that, let's check the security group of it. If the security group allows the connection from our local or not. So if I select the security group, this one, and go to the inbound section of it, I see that all traffic version from all range is from here, and the outbound connection is everywhere. But this inbound connection, I have to edit a bit, and I have to add another rule. Let's give it to MySQL, and then I will do it from anywhere as of now, just to have this demo over, and then I will save the rule. And let's see, and I have one rule which is allowing traffic from everywhere on this port 3303 06. This is fine. Now let's try to access this database. Let's clear the screen first, and let's try to access this with the command, this one. I have copied couple of white spaces. So what it does is I'm giving that MySQL on host. This one, this is my host, and you will get the host information here if you come here, and then the endpoint. This is my host name, and you have to give this host name here, and then the port. The port I'm connecting to is from for port 3306 with the username admin, and the password it will ask me whenever I will try to connect. If I hit enter, it is asking more for me password. Remember, the password that I have kept in the secrets manager is apple123. I have give the password, and let's see, something is wrong, or I have given the password wrong maybe. Let's try again. This one, and password is APPLE123. And yes, I am inside of it. So I have given the password wrong. So I have cleared the screen and again I inserted the password. So I am inside this MySQL database now. And if I give so databases, or I think I am. So this is the databases. So information schema. These are the default schema that MySQL have. And if you select, I don't know. So tables, then no database selected. So or use maybe MySQL. Then I'm using this MySQL schema, and the database has been changed. And then show tables, and if I show tables, this is the tables or the by default tables that is there under MySQL. So this is how you create a MySQL database with Terraform. And this is how you deploy it, keeping the secrets in the secret inside the secrets manager. This is what I wanted to show you. This is the correct, or the this is the secure way of doing deploying a database into an AWS. Please do not make the database as publicly available. Yes, always make it as privately accessible and connect it with RDS EC2 SN host. But for demo purpose, I have given that. Anyway, this is fine. So this is what I wanted to show you, how to deploy a RDS instance with Terraform, keeping the secrets in a secrets manager. I hope you really like this video. So if you are new to this channel, kindly like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you like and what you didn't. I will try to make out a couple of recommended video from you guys if you have any, and if I see that this is feasible or of doing it. And then I will be back with another exciting video. So till then, take care and goodbye.